ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels. It's Christmas time, and I actually wanted to make a video on something that's completely not even related to that. My perspective of Germany has changed drastically since I started reacting to stuff from that country a few years ago. I think for those that have been following me since the very beginning, I started reacting to German content basically in the middle of 2018. Dabbled in it for a little bit, and then last year was pretty much the Balkan year. I reacted to a lot of Balkan stuff, and still some German stuff every now and then, you know. But this year I really doubled down, and primarily most of the content that's been on this channel this year has been centered around Germany. And I've learned a lot, a whole lot. My perspective from the beginning up until now has entirely changed. I remember in the beginning, I used to think that the language was super aggressive, like super like undesirable and stuff like that. Like, ugh, like why would you want to speak German? Like, you know, like I mean the music's okay, but why would you actually want to speak the language? Okay. I don't know. At an initial glance, the language didn't sound that good to me. And I thought that everybody that spoke German sounded very angry and aggressive and rude and da da da, you know. That's my honest opinion, you know, like when I first heard the language of German, you know. And then as I kept learning and stuff like that, because I'm like, you know what, I need to start understanding what most of my audience is telling me. Came to find out that it's just like English, you know, like, I mean, in the regards to how it comes off, like you can speak it very, just calm, or you can say it very aggressively. I mean, I guess when I looked at it from that perspective, I'm like, English can come off as aggressive too if the only people you hear speak English are all aggressive people, you know? So that was one little area. Another thing too is I thought Germany was massive in the beginning. I thought Germany was this gigantic country in Europe that took up like every ounce of space in existence. You know, I thought Germany was pretty much the size of two Americas. But I came to realize later on that that was not the case. It's probably a little bit smaller than Texas. And Texas is our biggest state here in America. And I'm like, dang, I keep forgetting the sheer size of Germany. But that's interesting. You know, it makes for an interesting way for me to plan my trip when I get there. And then, of course, the culture in general. I had no idea what I was getting myself into as far as the general cultural differences between America and Germany. I thought that pretty much people from Germany were similar to people from America, except probably more aggressive. And that's not really the case at all. I guess later on I wound up realizing, and through my experiences and just doing some research and stuff, that German people are pretty, like, I feel like they're more mature than in ways of thinking than Americans are a little bit, just because there's things here that we say and do that put us in sensitive moods that wouldn't in Germany and stuff. I feel like the way that even, like, I'll put it this way. The way that America handles nudity here in this country, like we handle nudity like it's like a sacred present or something, like that only certain eyes can see, you know? So we over sexualize nudity. And I feel like in Germany, it's not really like that. I mean, you can over sexualize it, but I feel like they accepted, like, hey, cool, like it's just your body, boom. Like you're more likely to see a naked person on a magazine or a billboard in Germany than you are in America. Because I feel like people here are just like, you know, nah, man, that's not it. That's not it, you know? So that's another thing I wound up learning, just, you know, basic cultural differences too, and the straightforwardness. And in fact, I appreciate that about, you know, everybody in Germany. The culture there, right? It's very like, okay, everyone there is very straightforward and stuff. Like if you're like, hey, I'm gonna sing you a song, tell me if it's good. And you're like, la 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 la. Well, all my friends back home tell me it's great. I'm like, what did it sound like to you? And you're like, oh no, it's garbage. That's garbage. I'm not sure what kind of friends you got back in America, but that's trash. Okay, trash. So I like that. I do like that because it allows for development. It allows for you to progress in a forward moving direction dramatically. Whereas in America, you do something messed up, or you're saying, I just feel like people in Germany are a lot more forward when it comes to criticizing people and stuff like that. They're not afraid. And even with jokes too, like the jokes might be a little bit off the deep end out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the thing is, it's cool because it's a country where they can take what they dish out. Like if you tell somebody, yo, that dress looks garbage, why did you wear that? and the same thing happens to them. They're like, you know what, you're right, I'll wear something different, and that's it. Like that's it. Like here in America, like I feel like we're afraid to criticize, and we're afraid, and we're not very accepting of criticism. If no one's telling us like, if everyone's not telling us, hey, we're always perfect, we're always good, then we're going to feel some type of way about it. So initially too, when I was learning German and I thought I was the hot shit at first, I'm like, oh man, I know a few things. I know how to hold a conversation in German. They're like, oh, hello, was machst du? And I'm like, hello. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Like, bruh. And even my pronunciation was terrible. It's still pretty bad at times now, but I feel like it's getting a lot better. There's just so many things I've learned that's changed my entire perspective of it. Like now, it's think of it from my perspective, right? I haven't even visited Germany, and I've learned all this stuff about it. I mean, honestly, one of the best things I could have ever done was create that Discord, because you guys have given me some real life experiences just through talking with you guys and video chatting with you guys and stuff like that. It's been really cool, you know? So I get to know all this stuff prior to going to Germany. Like when I jump into Germany and stuff, and I'm like there and I'm like exploring things, I have so much prior knowledge, it's insane. And that was my plan from the get-go. So for next year, I have a few things planned, obviously traveling and stuff like that, but ultimately I want to be able to dive even deeper into German, you know, learning German and stuff like that. So I just, you know, I don't know. You guys have seen my progress from the beginning until now. I know at a certain point it slowed down quite a bit because, yeah, in the beginning it's easy to accelerate after you make it past the basic knowledge of knowing certain words, to knowing like the numeric system, to knowing the alphabet, to speaking a few phrases, then to actually diving deeper into grammatic structure and holding basic conversations and then deeper conversations and stuff like that. So I feel like my progress has slowed down significantly, but it's still progress. I'll take, even if it's a smidgen of progress, I'll take that. I will take that because I feel like the sheer fact that I'm determined to learn is huge. I mean, that separates people with talent from people who work hard, you know? So let me know what you guys think about the whole the journey that I've done this entire year. If you guys enjoy the content and stuff like that, and things of that nature, because I feel like it's been very interesting, and I'm curious to see what happens next year. But that's pretty much it. Love you guys. Talk to you guys. Well, what a pleasure it is to see all of your beautiful faces at the end of this lovely video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sure you know, as I've mentioned in the past, we do have a Discord that's linked in the description down below, and we would love to have you a part of the world's greatest community ever, Bray Gang. Yes, if you've made it to this point in the video, you're officially a part of the community. So go ahead, join the Discord server. Link is in the description down below. And we also have other social media as well, like Instagram, Twitter. We're live. We go live on Twitch quite often as well. So it would behoove you to, you know, go ahead and subscribe to the Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JamesBrayGang. Join the cause and be a part of the greatest, literally the greatest community ever. Okay, it's simple. Just go ahead and do those little things. We're trying to grow on all these little platforms and everything, and it really means a lot. Now, I know you guys stumbled up across the channel and you're like, what does this guy post? Like, what kind of content does he post? Reactions, vlogs, pretty much whatever comes to my mind. All right, it's random content. I don't know what I'm gonna be posting 10 years from now, but I do know that you can stick along for the journey, and it really means a lot. Now, for every single person that subscribes and follows all of the accounts that I have made, and all the links will be in the description down below, that's an automatic entry for any future giveaways I decide to have. I'll remind you when the giveaways take place, but you'll be surprised what I will be giving away because you guys have supported me so much up to this point, and it's only right that I do the same thing back. Thank you guys so much for being amazing, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.